Ready, set, 3, 2, 1. What did he just say? A damn good time podcast?
I think so.
A damn good time podcast.
In a foreign language, we don't know. We'll wait and say something terrible that we have no
He said something way wrong. I like to touch little kids. Like, wait, what the fuck? I don't want to be associated with that. No, he for sure said a damn good time podcast. Coming in your ears. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast. Hit it with it. That's right. We are back again this week. We are going to try. We've got the salted egg potato chips straight out of Thailand. Boom. And then we got some choco banana, chocolate covered banana bullshit. What do we say? That's from Austria?
Yeah.
Austria.
I believe. Yeah.
Something like that. We're probably wrong.
We'll look at it later.
Yeah.
We'll look at it later.
We'll try to read the weird
get
language
later.
Yeah. Then, I don't know, it's Earth Day. I figure maybe we can talk about Earth Day and shit. We're 2 days past 420. We'll get into some of that.
Oh, boy.
And then we'll talk about the latest and greatest and all the coolest shit that's happened to us this week. Because we live very exciting lives, so.
So exciting.
Yeah. We
melt in your face exciting.
We literally come in and we pre-show talk like, what are we going to talk about today? Like, oh my God, there's so much stuff. We can't fit this all into a palatable episode for people to understand.
It's just too much.
How awesome our lives are. So yeah, come along with us for a damn good time. Blah! Boom, boom.
I just felt like I needed one more in there. I don't know why.
Give it a little more. Fade that out. Yes.
Like it.
Yeah, man, we're back to you for another week. We've got some more cool foods to try. I'm looking forward to that stuff.
What number episode is this?
This is number 61. God damn. It's
61.
been a damn good time, too, doing all these.
We didn't make like a big deal about 60. I mean, 60 is a big deal, right?
I don't know. I mean, just because it's a factor of 10.
Factor of 10s are good.
Yeah, well, that
round numbers.
We missed it last week.
Yes, right. But now we're 61.
Yeah.
Wait.
Maybe 8 more episodes. We got something special for you for episode 69. I don't know if we might have to air that one on our OnlyFans.
We're not going to talk. It's just going to be total ASMR episode. We decided that. We're just going to stare at the camera and make noises.
This is what it sounds like when we do our favorite number.
That one's going to get banned.
I don't know. I'm quacking like a duck.
Probably get copyrighted.
Yeah.
There's too many of them out there.
So what's been going on, man? How's your week been?
Solid week,
Solid, not a soggy one, huh?
Not a soggy one. Let's see what happened this week. Well, we had Easter last weekend, right? Mm-hmm. So that was after we did an Easter podcast. But
yep.
Fun thing with the Easter at my uncle's. And if you follow me on TikTok on a damn good time TikTok,
yo tickety-tock.
Maybe we could throw that up here if we can.
Boom.
You can follow our TikTok. Well, it's mainly me doing it right now, but I'm gonna get Steve some access to
right
it too. But
yeah, he doesn't share the password with me.
It started out as mine, and I just used our name. So, but whatever. My uncle has built this contraption in his backyard.
I saw videos of that giant fucking like merry-go-round thing.
Yeah. So it's like if you ever go, for listeners, anybody that hasn't seen it, it's like if you ever go to like a fairgrounds or a park or whatever, it's like one of those things that's got a bunch of arms and a bunch of swings on it, and you're like way up off the ground and you're swinging, but it's like a small scale version, and you're very far off the ground.
What is it, like a 4-seater?
I think there's like 6 different things on there. There was 2 like normal swing chairs, and then there was this like TP tent thing that they could hang from. So like they could crawl in this tent thing, and it had like a face hole out the back, so they could like stick their head out that too. So you could have multiple kids in there. And there was a baby seat, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm putting my babies in there.
Yeah, just stick them on there. It'll be all right.
Then maybe one other one. But, either way, it was pretty cool. But right now it's manual powered, so you had to go in there with like a 2x4 and slide it through the middle and walk around it like you're a horse or whatever at the
Yeah.
trying to push this thing around.
I'm creeping on your mom's Facebook page right now to see if
Trying to find it.
Yeah.
It's weird you had that in your favorites ready to go.
No, I searched I searched for it, you nerd.
You could have set that up and knocked it down easy. Jeez. But no, it's really cool. Something he built and put together in the back.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so there's
It's a
that
5-seater
thing. 2 regular seats, and then there's the baby seat that nobody's in. And I'm like, maybe when they're like 2, I don't know.
Yeah.
Strap them in tight. It's obviously not going that fast, and we have like a certain speed, and you can hear the impact start hitting when you do that.
Yeah. It gets a little off balance.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty cool.
One of the kids was trying to jump up and down. We're like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Because the whole thing's like, the arms like flexing. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I would trust the welding skills of whoever welded that, but I don't know how hard I would go on it.
Right.
So,
Yeah, don't push your luck, kid.
yeah.
Don't need a reason for it to break, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that thing looks cool as shit. I'd ride it. My fat ass would probably break it, though.
Yeah.
Probably not built for this much girth.
Yeah, so we had the kids out there for their first Easter, and they were just well behaved, getting passed around by every person that
Everybody wants to hold the baby.
Hold the baby.
Let me hold the baby.
Another baby there too, and then through the week, you didn't see anything crazy. I had to mow the grass for the second time again today. In-laws did the first time,
Yeah.
and then I had to do it today already, and I'm like, man, it's already here. It's already mowing season.
Yeah.
But then that means it's also boating season. Got my dock in the water.
Boat
Happy
season.
about that. Dock's in the water, ready to go. Thanks you to my neighbor Justin.
Yeah. You're a hell of a guy.
He's a hell of a guy. Helped me put the dock in once again this year, and she's ready to roll. I just got to finish up some things on the boat. Slap her in. Maybe this weekend. Probably not. Probably next weekend or something.
Pretty soon it'll be time for floating and chilling, and
Yep.
it'll be a nice weekend to do it, though.
Oh, no, 80 degrees.
Got them
this
80 degrees
weekend.
going on.
Flip-flops. And
Yeah.
shorts.
I'm looking forward to that shit.
Barbecuing. I got a Wagyu brisket ready to go in the smoker.
Fucking hit it up, dude.
Ready to go in the smoker.
Do it to it.
Yeah, and right now I'm wife and kids are up in Michigan, so I'm riding solo.
Oh,
this
shit.
weekend. Yeah.
Running stag.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah, you ain't got no time for boats this weekend. You got to get out there wild and free.
I got chores to do.
Oh, yeah. Chores suck. Fuck chores.
I got some projects I'm gonna get done this weekend, but yeah, hopefully get a little lake time in. So
There you go.
how was your week?
It's been all right. It started off kind of, well, like you said, Easter, but before that, we had to go to a fucking soccer game for Parker on Saturday, and it was like 40 degrees and raining, and it was miserable. I'm sitting there thinking, like, why the fuck are we even putting these kids out there? And it sucks, though, because, like, their first game got canceled, and, like, their first 2 practices were canceled because of rain and shit. So it's like, okay, we should let them play. We're paying for this. But at the same time, I didn't want to sit there.
Right.
It was terrible. It was cold. I hated it. But he got to get out there and play and have fun and all that cool shit. And then the old Easter we hosted here. My dad ended up doing, I think we talked about this, but we did that deep fried prime rib loin roast.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty fucking good. It was nice and tasty. I still need to work on like the times. We wanted it more like a mid rare, but it ended up being more of a medium, which it was still juicy and delicious and everything great. But I like my prime rib a little more on the rare side. So
Right.
But hey, we got the first one in the books, and it's all learning from there. Trial and error and shit from there. And then past that, nothing really exciting happened.
No, did you check that prime rib? Or
No, he just put a rub on it. There was some barbecue rub thing that he got from somebody that he knows or some shit. He told me where it was from, but I wasn't paying attention, or I forgot already. One of those two.
So in my mind, I was thinking, like, if you put like a good rub on it, like, I was afraid the deep fryer just burn it off.
It did kind of do that. If it was just me doing it, I would have just salt and peppered it.
Yeah.
Or any, if there was a rub, I'd make sure it wasn't any kind of like sugar or starchiness in it.
Yeah.
A lot of them do have like a dextrose or even brown sugar, shit like that. And of course that will burn before the rest of your shit gets done. But that one did it got real crusty, but it wasn't like, it was like one of those good char flavors. It wasn't a terrible burn flavor, So, I mean, I ate a fuckload of it. So,
Yeah,
and honestly, the crust was like one of the best parts of it too. I mean, obviously the inside was nice and tender and juicy, but like that crust had a nice little crispy crunch to it.
I wonder if you did like a nice little score on it so you could get more like surface area to like, you know what I mean? Like do like a crisscross score across it.
Get a little crustier or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
But to play with that.
No, I'll play with it so hard. Play with it so hard. But yeah, other than that, ain't shit been going on this week too much. Kids are out of the house today. They're going up to the Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, we both run Stag pretty much.
Yeah.
We're sitting here doing this podcast, Stag.
Nobody in the house. We got Doug with us. He's laying over there on the floor. What do you say, Doug? You got anything to add to this? No. He's good.
We're going to eat salted egg chips and bananas.
Chocolate bananas. And we're going to feed them to each other, though.
That's how we roll.
But yeah, we mentioned in the intro, wanted to touch base that it is Earth Day. Earth Day. I did my part. I burned a couple tires. Make sure, it gets out there in the ozone.
Get that ozone. Get the
put some Swiss cheese that ozone up.
Effectiveness.
Doing my part. Because, I mean, if the Earth was fine, we wouldn't have an Earth Day. So
right.
I feel like you have to be able to like set it off a little bit. Like let's throw some trash on the ground. Let's rev your car for no reason. Just let it run. Just let it run for a while. That way that the people that are really into it, they have a reason to celebrate Earth Day.
Right. Right.
Or something like that.
I just mowed my grass down. So get out of here, grass.
Fuck you, grass.
Quit growing.
Get out of here.
Hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean for all the global warming they say is going on, it's been goddamn cold outside.
Yeah, but I mean we are still
in,
what is this? April 22nd?
Yeah, I'm being a smart ass whenever I say shit like that. It needs to get warmer. I'm all about that global warming. Let's warm it up.
Yeah. Ohio's Florida, and Florida's like Satan's armpit already, so it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, let's just instead of me just moving to Florida, why don't we destroy the globe enough to where the Florida temperatures come up here?
Right.
And
then Florida's like 150 degrees.
Yeah, fuck them. They'll figure it out.
They got a whole ocean beside.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the sea levels will rise and shit and wipe them out. So
yeah. We don't want to genocide the people, but they'll just move
fuck
up
them
north.
people.
They'll just move further up north.
Oh, well, no, we don't want them coming up here.
Well, they'll all move into West Virginia, and then they'll find out real fast.
You're going to learn today. I don't know anything about Earth Day, though. Like, when did it start?
I mean, just basing off of news, could you imagine if all the Florida people moved into West Virginia, and then all the West Virginia news and the Florida news you hear of crazy things mixed together in one big conglomerate? Man, that'd be a crazy state.
Yeah. West Virginia and Florida, that would be like a crazy outlaw state. And they'd bring their gators up, and you got gators in the mountain and shit.
Gators in the river now. Gators swimming up a high river.
Like, we brought you meth, and that's cool. We got incest up here. Okay, we got that too. But we frown upon it. Nah, it's welcome up here. All right, cool.
And no offense, West Virginia. It's a beautiful place.
Fuck you.
We hear some weird news coming from out there.
Yeah, I've through oil field jobs, I've traveled to some shit parts of West Virginia, and it's left a bad taste in my mouth just because I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are very nice parts, and it's not all the same, and blah blah blah. But the parts that I've been suck, and I hate West Virginia just because of that. So,
because I had to live there, basically.
Yeah. So fuck you if you're from West Virginia.
Well, he's lost one subscriber.
Yep, bink, and all 4 teeth. I'm kidding. Yeah, so Earth Day is a reminder to protect the environment, restore damaged ecosystems, and live a more sustainable life. Since 1970 is whenever it first came across. So apparently before 1970, we just didn't care about the Earth.
It was doing fine.
Yeah,
like,
fine. Yeah, And then the 70s roll around, and like, no, it sucks.
It wasn't during the big, probably 40s and 50s when manufacturing was like at full steam, and they were
the Industrial Revolution
pouring everything, and there was no mandates at all of what was going into the atmosphere back then.
Yeah.
It's just obviously the population is way much bigger.
But yeah, so make sure to recycle and drive your electric cars and use your paper straws, because like 70% of the world's carbon footprints created by, industry and other countries and all these other places, but our small part is going to help for sure.
You know what the real problem is?
What's that?
Cow farts.
Cow fart. Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't eat red meat.
All that methane is going up there.
All of it. That accounts for the 70% is counted by industry in other countries. That's right. It's not the cows. It's not the fucking cows. But, become a vegan.
But if you're vegan, it's the cows.
Yeah.
But if you're still like to eat meat, it's industry.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But yeah, industrial farming doesn't play a part in clearing forests and stuff to plant all the soybeans and shit like that. So, veganism saves the world.
I do love edamame.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Edamame is good.
I love that edamame. I need some forest cleared so I can just put one beside my field beside my house. Soybeans.
Get you a little soybean field. Yeah.
You ever just go out to a fresh soybean field and pick a fresh soybean and eat it?
No.
It's not bad.
Is it? Because I always wondered too, and maybe this, I don't know if any farmers are listening or anybody that knows this, because I know like corn, there's certain corns that are feed corn for animals and then sweet corn for us. I didn't know if soybeans were kind of like the same thing, or are they all the same?
I don't know if they've gotten that far with soybean because it's so easy to grow. Like, it's one of those things. Like, they plant corn one year and then they plant soybean because I believe it's corn that sucks all like the nutrients out of soil. So then they got to go to soy to put nutrients back in.
Right. Yeah. You got to rotate your fields.
And then I've always heard that, and I could be completely wrong on this, but I've always heard from farmers that the soy they actually make more money on.
Oh yeah.
But they have to do I don't know either. I don't know.
But yeah, like that's why I've never gone and just like, let me pick this, because I don't do it with corn, Like,
yeah.
So I just figured like, oh, maybe this is feed soy or, something.
I mean,
Did you wash it?
No, I just popped it right out of the pods.
Man, you got all them pesticides in you.
Well, they're in the pods, so I just pop the beans out.
You just popped out the beans, huh?
I was just in the middle of when I was surveying. I was in the middle of some guy's field. Just took like a handful of them. And
got a little snap. So they weren't even steamed or anything. Are they different?
Raw, just raw.
Are they different whenever they're raw?
Yeah, a little bit. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, a little texturally, obviously they're a little crunchier, but the flavor's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, and they're obviously when you get them right out of the field, and you get that when you get the cooked ones.
Yeah.
But they're super furry when they're in the field, so they must like wash them and do some like a rinse, but they're like real furry.
Through the harvesting process and washing and packaging and shit, some of that fur probably gets knocked off.
Yeah.
I got you.
Probably put them in like a tumbler or something to kind of skid them down, I would say, to get what they are. And I'm sure at most restaurants where I get edamame, it's not like they're fresh ame. I'm sure those are all frozen pods that come in and then they, you get them steamed up or whatever. But it's good. I mean, a fresh soybean's good. Try it. You're walking by a soybean field.
Try it out.
Give it a little shout.
What if you can just grow your own soybean in your house?
I mean, it seems like they grow pretty easy, so I would think so. I mean, they grow all over Ohio.
There's a picture of them furry little bastards.
Mm-hmm. They grow a nice little pot.
Got a little peach fuzz on them.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
That's cool.
Full of protein.
Somehow, though, soy hikes your estrogen output, though, too. So you got to be careful with that as a dude. Because I know of a lot of people that if they drink soy milk, they get like man boobs.
Okay.
So that is a real thing. So don't want to eat too much of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Really?
No.
Well, let's Google it. Does soy?
I don't drink soy milk, but I definitely consume some soybeans.
Soy acts as a natural estrogen.
Oh, okay.
It may help reduce these symptoms. Yeah. It has a beneficial role in menopause. So yeah. I mean, just don't grow the boobies.
That's why I'm so emotional.
Yeah, that's why. You eat too much soy.
Yeah.
You're turning yourself into a lady.
So also this weekend's gonna be a nice warm weekend. We might have some mushrooms popping up.
I've already seen a lot of people gathering them. I've seen pictures on Facebook and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today would probably be a decent day to walk out there and look around in the woods. But I haven't had
around this area. You've seen people?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
I thought it was maybe a little too cold yet. We need a little more warmth. But...
Yeah. I've seen a few things on Facebook, and then even the guys at work, they're always talking about going out and looking for them and shit. Mm-hmm. And they even said, like, I saw somebody from like that right over there that they got them and shit. So
I've heard a little further down south they were getting them, but
yeah,
here around here yet. So.
Fuck it, let's end this show. Thanks, guys. We're gonna go to the woods.
Let's take this mobile. We're going mobile. Walkie stick.
Yeah, I love me some good morels, dude.
Yeah,
those shits are good. What is it about? Like, can you not like farm them? Aren't they one of those ones that are, like, they're almost impossible to grow yourself? They just kind of happen naturally.
Yeah, I mean it's hard. I guess you could say it's not impossible, but it's very, very hard and tricky, because they grow off of dead trees and stuff. So they almost need that like decaying matter. I think you can buy like spores and stuff from them.
Yeah.
And grow a few, but it's almost like you're better off just getting them out of the woods. I don't know.
It says they're unreliable, and that growing them indoors is nearly impossible. So just from like the real quick glance there on Google. So I mean, I figured there had to be. I figured that was probably the reason, because like you don't really buy them. I'm working in restaurants. You never could buy them on like a mass scale, really. Yeah. Unless you had like some hookups and shit, you know.
Because of a season, or you buy dried morels and then you do that. And
yeah.
You paint, and then they're worth like the price of gold,
right?
Essentially per pound. And they're good. I think it's just another excuse to eat butter, but they're good. To be honest, and it's fun to do. It gives you an excuse to just go walk around the woods.
And I'm terrible at spotting them. Yeah. Like I know. Whenever I've gone out hunting before, it's like I'm like walking through, and I'm like, oh, I don't see any, and somebody will walk right behind me, like, you just missed all of these. I'm like, oh, I don't know, like I just didn't see them.
Yeah, it takes like finding them a few times before you get that image burnt in your head and ready to go. Yeah, I mean, they are very camouflaged. They're the same color as most of the forest, so
they're kind of creepy looking.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I mean, I've eaten them, and I know they're delicious, but just I don't like the way they look. You know, like I think we've talked about this before. I have an irrational fear of ferns just because I don't like the way they like look and the way they just sit there. Kind of the same way about morel, like just the way they look. They're just like, ugh. Yeah. If I didn't know I could eat them, I would never try.
Right.
You know, I'd see that in the woods and be like, oh, don't touch that thing. I bet you it's weird.
Yeah, I got into learning a bunch of different mushrooms. I could probably remember 5 now that are edible out there. And maybe if I saw a couple other ones like when I was out that you can eat, but there's a whole bunch of mushrooms out there, even in Ohio, that you can eat.
Yeah.
And they're not hard to find. Some just grow on the side of trees and they're easy to find.
Yeah.
It's just knowing, and you want to be sure.
Because a lot of them do have like, oh yeah, you can eat this one, but make sure it doesn't have this tiny little difference to it, because then that one's poison. They look almost exactly the same, but the one will kill you, and the other one's delicious.
There's false morels, but you can tell a false morel pretty easy. That's pretty much like if you're super novice and you just learned about morels, and you're like, oh, look, here's a morel. You can tell a false morel.
Oh yeah, they look.
They look jacked up city. Like they don't look anything like a normal morel mushroom does.
Yeah, they look grody. I really don't like those ones. Oh, I clicked on that link and it took me to I don't want to buy a sticker of it. Yeah. I really hate the way those look. Oh man, it looks like a weird little brain.
Yeah. They call those false morels because you can sometimes get them confused, but it's pretty hard if you know what you're doing.
Are they poisonous as shit?
Not super poisonous, no, I don't think. I mean, they're still going to make you not feel good, I think.
They make you a little sick, maybe?
Mm-hmm. Depending, you probably ate 20 of them. You might die, but...
Oh, false morels are deadly poisonous when raw. In some parts of the world, they are considered edible and delicious if properly parboiled. False morels contain gyromyretin, a volatile water-soluble hydrazine compound that decomposes in the body into methylhydrazine. Ooh.
Cool. This is meth.
Methyl, yeah.
Meth.
Methylhydrazine.
There you go, meth heads. There's some meth in the woods. Go eat a bunch of false morels.
Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, dizziness, headache, muscle cramps, bloating, and fatigue. That's just a hangover, dude.
Yeah.
That's, now that I'm doing the sober thing, I haven't felt like this in a while, but that's usually like fucking Sunday morning for me,
I don't know who's eating raw morels anyway. So, like, if you cook them, you're probably all right.
Oh, you can go in a coma, though. If untreated, people may go on to develop confusion. I'm always confused. Delirium, seizures, and coma.
So it's not instant death. I mean,
no,
what if far stretch for saying deadly? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I mean, what if I just don't want to deal with work for the week? I just fucking go into a coma,
Yeah, just have a little 1 week coma.
I don't want to deal with life. Let me just, and I don't, I'm not suicidal, but I just want to just tap out for a week.
You're gonna wake up refreshed.
Let's go coma for a week.
Yeah, you're gonna wake up refreshed. What day is it? It's what's the date today? It's April 23rd. You're gonna be like, oh, that's not too bad. 2025. Oh,
I done fucked up. I ate a couple too many false morels.
Do we have flying cars?
Do we have flying cars?
What number is Call of Duty on?
Yeah.
Where are we at?
What's happening? What's going on? Did we cure global warming?
Nope. Hang on.
Where did you get those? I want more coma. Yeah, we should go mushroom hunting and find some shrooms and shit, dude. That'd be cool. What else? So that was Earth Day. Oh, we wanted to talk about the whole 420 thing.
Oh, 420.
That was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate 420 and toke up and shit? No. Yeah, like ever since I've had a real job, I don't smoke weed anymore. So.
Yeah. I don't say unfortunately those days are behind me. Sometimes I wouldn't mind having a little instead of drinking beer or something, or just just whatever, just unwind, relax. Find everything funny.
Take a couple hits, go for a hike. Actually, that'd be like perfect to go mushroom hunting.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, mushrooms again, man.
No, and I mean there's medicinal purposes too, and all kinds of things. But 420's that holiday that everybody likes to celebrate, and maybe partake in a little bit of the Mara Jane,
get a little bit of that ganja.
The ganja.
I'm almost afraid to do weed nowadays because it's all different than from whenever I was younger and did it.
Yeah, we'd probably die.
They got cool strains. I mean, we won't die, but we'll just be fucking high as balls. Yeah, man, let me get a gravity bong, rip of that, and then you're just fucking you're not the same for a week,
Yeah.
Or I'll have an edible, and you're just fucking Swiss cheese on the couch there,
Yeah, well, we did it back in the day. I think we can, everybody could rip around. But you say that, but you never know. I mean, it's just one of those things where we probably started light and then had more tolerance because we were just dumb kids, but.
Right.
But yeah, we all went there.
I think that's my retirement plan though. Is become a greeter at Walmart and, just smoke some weed every once in a while. Eat some edibles.
Yeah, there you go.
Get to that point where the house is paid off and kids are gone. Oh yeah, man, I could just have a stupid job. I don't need, a crazy job. Let me hit some edibles and shit. And by then it'll probably be legal and stuff too. So
yeah, I think that was the last time I had any THC in my body was a few years back, and somebody's I was like, oh, I'm kind of hungover, and they're like, oh, eat this edible, man, it'll make you feel way better. So it's real tiny. It's real tiny. It won't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
I ate it, and I remember I went to a store, and I was walking around, and all of a sudden I was like, feel good.
Yeah.
What?
That is, yeah, like, so like I say, I'm scared because I know a lot of it is a lot more potent, but I'm kind of excited about the fact that it is more regulated. It's more dose now. So you can get hit like a little 10 milligram gummy and not be fucking useless for the rest of the day. You know, it's like, oh man, I'm just loose. I'm good. This is nice.
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
my back pain's gone. You know,
yeah. It's probably better than a pain pill. You know, compared to what pain pills do to your body and stuff. So
better than slamming some opiates and
and I was just kind of loose
Yeah.
for a couple hours, and you know, nothing crazy. Like I said, it was very low dose, and it's like, yeah, you know, I'll try it.
Yeah, like, you know, and that's what I'm saying, the whole retirement thing. Like, yeah, man, I don't need a real job anymore. Like, just pop a little bit and just be loose, you know.
Down here, like,
I'm sure they was
rolling giant blunts and
just
eating all the salted egg chips you can.
Just constant egg chips. But yeah, and then this is one thing I learned. I think it was a few years back. I remember 420. That was the whole thing. That was like the police code for possession of marijuana or some shit.
Yeah.
Come to find out, that's not true.
Okay.
420 started in the 1970s when a group of teenagers from San Rafael High School in Marion County would ritualistically smoke marijuana at 420 each day. The number 420 became their code for marijuana.
Okay.
So a couple of kids started it.
They got together every day at 420.
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, it's 420. Boom. Let's get at it.
And they called themselves the Waldos, which referenced the wall they would sit on at their school. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually been documented in letters, military records, and high school newspaper clippings to corroborate these origins.
Okay. It must have started a whole movement.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yep. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, I always thought it was like the police code for some shit or whatever.
Me too. I thought it had something to refer to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's some kids that stood on a wall.
Yeah.
And smoked a joint.
Smoked some weed every day at 420.
Must have started there, and then must have just built it and must have been a ton of people.
Right.
Or why did the government document it? Because maybe, I don't know, maybe back then that's when. Like,
I think that's so weird. It says military documents. Like, what the fuck?
What year was that?
19 in the 70s. It doesn't say what year.
Okay, so was that like the time war on drugs happened, and it was like,
I don't know.
I mean, 70s is pretty free, but I'm gonna suck at history. But when did was it Reagan that started the war?
Oh, June 18th, 1971. So, yeah. And then, you know, I don't know if anybody's paid attention, but drugs won.
They're still winning. They keep winning, unfortunately.
And that pisses Doug off, apparently.
Yeah, Doug doesn't like that. Doug's like, I'm going to stop drugs right now. I'm going to sniff them out.
You tell drugs, get drugs in there, I'll punch him in the face. Fucking Doug.
Dare. He's going to dare you.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of memes and shit, too. It's like, did you realize when we were kids in school and we didn't even know what drugs were, that we had police officers come in and tell us exactly what drugs were and what they look like? And like,
yeah.
It's like, oh, that's cool.
Drug dogs sniffing their lockers. Now I think they might just be mandated in school.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, I'm saying like the DARE program and shit. Like, I didn't even know what the fuck drugs were. And they're like, hey, don't do these things that make you feel good. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to try it now.
This one's going to make you real giggly and hungry and like relaxed. Don't do that one.
Right.
What?
This one makes sex awesome. Wait, what?
This one will make you lift a car over your head and throw it at a police officer. So you definitely don't do it. Wait a minute. Like a superhuman strength?
I kind of want to try that. I think you're lying. I don't believe you. I'm going to try it. No, and I just remember, too, that like the DARE officer would always come in and he had the little DARE bear, right? And it had the little DARE buttons on it. And if you were like good whenever he was there, then the next time he came by, like you got to hold the DARE bear and like you got one of the buttons. And I always wanted to hold the DARE bear, never got to do it. So
you're never good.
So that's why I chose drugs.
Yeah, apparently you're a piece of shit in there.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're not going to let me hold your bear?
This one's going to put you a pothead for sure. You don't touch the bear.
You're going to let me hold your bear? I'm going to smoke weed later in life, you fuck. Fuck you, buddy. Resist authority.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times back in the elementary days. I wonder, do they have the DARE program now?
I don't know.
I'm sure it's still alive, right?
I'm sure it is.
What happens in schools now?
I don't know.
I'm sure you're about to find out.
Is DARE still a thing?
Because your boys are going to be like getting to that age.
The DARE program lost its funding in 1998.
Yeah, well.
Oh, and it's since been replaced by the Keeping It Real program. No wonder the war on drugs. No wonder drugs won the war on drugs.
You ain't even trying at this point. You ain't even trying. When did Keeping It Real come around? 1992?
Don't know. I'm gonna have to read this.
Oh my goodness. Keeping it real. Hey, kids, we're keeping it real with you. Don't do marijuana. It'll turn you into a plant. I don't know.
Keeping It Real program.
It's
a scientifically proven effective substance use prevention and social and emotional competency enhancing program. Okay.
Oh my God. What Karen wrote this up?
Keeping It Real at youth.gov.
Youth.gov. Okay.
Yeah. The youths.
The youths. These dang youths around here.
Hey there, fellow kids.
They ain't keeping it real. They ain't got no Schlitz smoked liquor.
When did that start?
It's gotta be 90s. It's gotta be 90s.
Well, 98's whenever DARE
so yeah. 99.
died. In 2009. So there was just like 11 years where they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, okay, do drugs. Wait, nope, don't do drugs. Keep it real. don't do those drugs. You got to keep it real.
Keeping it real. Who came up with that? I want to see the person's face that came up with that. Is that possible?
I don't know. Who started it?
It could just be like a government thing that they were like, oh, we got to do something about these drugs. So now we're going to call it Keeping It Real. We got to get the use. The use going to know better.
Without reading a whole bunch, I won't be able to find it. It doesn't just come up and say who started the DARE program. What did?
Well, it's all government funded, or donation based thing. So it's going to be hard to pinpoint.
It was definitely started by some fucking nerd.
Some of them maybe had a tragedy of drug in their life. I mean, there's obviously drug epidemics going around, and we're not trying to take too light on some things, but when it was like the marijuana conversation, obviously it's legal in most of the United States now, and it's probably.
I don't think. Obviously, marijuana is a drug, but I don't think it's like one that should be as bad as like linked in there with like heroin and cocaine and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because actually, earlier in this week, I forgot to mention I did part of my DUI arrest. I had to go to a substance abuse program to make sure, as an assessment, to make sure I didn't have like substance abuse problems. And like there are people in there that needed some fucking help, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Like there's this one chick, like her face was like half scratched off, and she's sitting there just shaking and wiggling and shit. And it's like, okay, that girl, she needs some help, you know?
Yeah, the heroin epidemic is bad because it's dirt cheap.
Yeah,
and
now with fentanyl and like all this other bullshit they're cutting it with, it'll just like, oh, yep, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
But it seems like, I don't know. It feels like it was bigger a few years ago, and now it's kind of starting to dwindle down, or maybe it's like not everybody's talking about it as much. Besides Doug. Doug hates it.
Shut the fuck up, Doug.
He
just looked at me so hurt, like, oh, sorry.
But yeah, there's a lot of bad shit. So.
Yeah, and it is weird. It seemed like it was more mainstream, and now it's like definitely hitting home. You know, where it's like, oh shit, like half the people you probably encounter in a day might have probably had or tried or still have some sort of heroin or opioid. Because now that's the big thing is they realize like, oh yeah, all those pain pills that we flooded the market with and just like prescribed to everyone for no reason kind of got everyone hooked on opioids. And
Whoopsie-daisy.
And then we just stopped prescribing them to them. So what are they going to do? Oh shit, they started heroin instead. Oh fuck. Big Pharma fucked us all.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's the evolution of everything basically.
Yeah,
where everybody's got to get to the top and then It'll fizzle out, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things too. They're like, don't do marijuana. It's a gateway drug. I'm like, well, I mean, if you took it away from drug dealers having to sell it, I wouldn't have to fucking,
Right.
Like the only reason I ever saw any other drugs is because I had to go to a drug dealer to get it,
Yeah. Put it in a store.
Yeah, put it in like tobacco. I didn't have to go to drug dealers to get tobacco, so I didn't go in and like, hey, I need a pack of cigarettes. Oh, you sure you don't want some cocaine?
Yeah. I was talking about this other night with somebody, and we were just talking about, if they could actually, like a breathalyzer, if they could hit you with a breathalyzer for marijuana and know your exact level.
Right.
How stoned are you? You're at 2.5 out of 5. All right. You can't be driving.
I don't think without a blood test, there's no instant like a breathalyzer,
Right. So I think that's the biggest problem and why they can't.
Because there's people that just don't understand how things work, where they're like, yeah, man, they need to legalize it so I can smoke. They're like, well, no, your job's still drug test. No, but it's legal. Like, well, so is alcohol, but you can't be fucking drunk right now, you idiot.
Exactly.
Like, you can go home and drink, but you can't come to work drunk. The thing with marijuana is they can't, like we just said, you can't test like an instant, are you high right now? The only thing you really do is test whether it's in your system or not. And the fact that it stays there, depending on usage and depending on other factors, it stays there for up to a month for heavy users and shit. It's like, yeah, well, we can't tell if you're high right now, but it's in your system, so you don't have a job here anymore.
Yeah, we don't know the potency.
Yeah.
And what you just did. Now you're going to go operate a crane?
I don't think so, buddy. Yeah. But if you're a little hungover, fuck it, dude. Swing it. Pick that shit up, swing it through the air. You're good to go. Smash. Fucking do it, dude. Send it. All right, let's get into trying some of these delicious treats we have.
Wow.
I want to start with salty first. We've got the salted egg Lay's potato chips. They come from Thailand.
It's got a nice, weird, red, yellow egg, which is...
Yeah.
I know there are different...
Better, yeah. There's the better eggs out there have darker yolks to them. But these ones have a fucking like blaze red colored yolk on the package.
A nice little same color on the chip. Smell?
I don't smell eggs.
I mean, it kind of smells like an egg. I don't know.
They're definitely salty.
Well, it tastes like an egg.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It tastes like an egg.
Yeah.
It's almost like a...
I don't know how to describe it.
After you eat scrambled eggs?
Yeah. It's that aftertaste.
Is that aftertaste in your mouth?
Yeah. No, it's weird. Not like eggs really have like a defining flavor. Really? I mean, they do and they don't. Mm-hmm. They're good. There's a good crunch in the mic for you.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I like it.
It's kind of like a fried egg.
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of like spice back to it.
Yeah, a little kick to it. Yeah, it's just like you just got finished eating a plate of eggs and it tastes in your mouth.
No, at least the ingredients are in English. There's 57% of it are potatoes.
57? What?
The seasoning are, well, because then you have 34% vegetable oil. 9% of the seasoning, which is sugar, milk powder, tapioca starch, maltodextrin, salt, onion, garlic, egg yolk powder.
Okay.
The fuck is egg yolk powder? I mean, it's probably pretty self-explanatory.
You got some egg yolks and sprinkle it all over it, and that's what you get.
That was a good crunch in the mic.
I like how the Lay's emblem is completely different, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's in their letters, but just by looking at it, you can tell that that's the Lay's logo.
100%.
I'd eat them again.
I don't know if I would.
Really?
They're not bad. It's not like terrible, but I don't know if I'd buy them again. Just be like, oh, I need some more of them salted egg chips.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean,
I'm still going to pick up a bag of salt and vinegar over those.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably others. And that's the other thing, too, is like, these you have to go out of your way to get them. It's not like you can just walk into the local grocery store and say like, oh fuck yeah, salted eggs, let's get down.
Do you think?
But if they were, I'd probably still get them.
So you think in other countries like they might find it interesting to have like our barbecue chips or our
Maybe.
salt and vinegar or our like I don't know what's another good one, French onion or something like. How far does that reach?
Right. And then maybe they call them something different because that's what I'm. For those that watched or listened last week, we had a whole bunch of shit that we're going to try, and we're rolling them out. Give us some content for the next few episodes. One of the chips on that was a paprika one from I think that one's from like Thailand or some shit too. I forget. But I'm wondering if the paprika one is their version of a barbecue chip, because for them it's like, oh yeah, it's barbecue, but it's not the same that they think of as what barbecue is or what the fuck ever.
Yeah. Because we put some sugar in it and we put some other things.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm thinking, they probably do have versions of ours, but they don't call it the same, maybe. They call it the Royale with cheese instead of the quarter pounder.
So do you feel like you could just sit there and crush that whole bag of salted egg chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could even crush a bigger bag. I'd eat the shit out of those. Those are pretty good.
Cool. Okay.
They are nice and they got a good crunch, as you heard. And that salty flavor is good. Like the egg kind of after flavor is a little weird, but it's not.
It's weird to me.
It's not so weird that it's gonna turn me off on them.
Yeah. So what lately, as getting a little bit older here, like the egg taste in general to me, if they're not like a hard boiled or a fried egg, I'm getting tired of scrambled eggs. I guess I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And I like to like pamper up my scrambled eggs, make them nice and fluffy, and maybe add some butter to them and do some things like that. But I don't know.
I'm an egg maniac. I fucking eat eggs all the time.
Yeah.
I had 6 hard-boiled eggs today.
Jeez.
And one thing I don't understand is like, yeah, man, I had an omelet for breakfast. Like, oh, cool. Was it delicious? Yeah, okay. And that's the end of the conversation. But it's like, yeah, I had some hard-boiled eggs. You're going to be farting.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck? Like, no, the hard-boiled eggs don't make me fart compared to scrambled. It's still the same goddamn food. So why is it like you crush 6 eggs, scrambled stuff?
6 egg omelet or 6 eggs straight up. It's the same. Yeah.
Like, nope, you boiled them, so now you got to fart, dude. You're going to be farting so much. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess.
That's the one thing always about Easter that's funny is the eggs ran rampant as far as like, I made a duck egg salad.
Yeah.
Which was good. A little bit different. I put some, basically what you would call Chick-fil-A sauce in it, but it's like the knockoff, or not the knockoff, the sugar-free brand of it.
Chicken dipping sauce or whatever.
Yeah, chicken dipping sauce. Yeah. I forget the Hughes or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
But there was 2 different people made deviled eggs, and then there's also pickled deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Which were good too. So
that sounds dope. I always wanted to get like the beet pickled eggs and make deviled eggs out of them and shit.
Yeah. I feel like deviled eggs should be at every holiday event.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I'm working on trying to master, and it's always a kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Because it's the eggs you get and and the boiling, cooking them perfectly, I can do that. But it's then I have to deal with peeling them and stuff, and I hate peeling.
Yeah,
eggs.
I fucking hate peeling eggs.
There's
got to be a better way to do that.
Yeah, there's people like, yeah, you guys put them in the spinner and spin them and yeah. It's like, I don't know. I don't know.
I haven't found it, and there's got to be an easy way because they sell peeled hard-boiled eggs in like a bag at grocery stores now. So how does their machine do it, and how can I do that on a smaller scale?
I might look into that.
Right. But I saw a funny meme the other day. It was like, hey, do you want to eat 6 hard-boiled eggs? Like, no. Like, well, what if we mix the yolk with some mayonnaise and mustard and like seasonings and then put it back on the egg? Like, fuck it, I'm in. Like, you easily smash like a shitload of deviled eggs, but it's, like, nah, just regular ones. No, that's gross.
That's the problem. I had these duck eggs. So I was like, I'm going to make duck egg deviled eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I air fried them to hard boil them. And then I realized all the yolks went to the bottom for some reason. And so the yolk was super close. So every time I got to the end of that corner, it just ripped right open. Yeah. I was like, I can't really do that. So I was like, screw it. I'm going to chop them all up, make egg salad. It's pretty much deviled egg salad.
Yeah.
Instead of you having a little handy device to eat it.
Right.
You just eat it with a fork. Just eat it all.
Scoop it out. That always reminds me too. Like a lot of times, whenever I eat hard-boiled eggs, I'll squirt like mayonnaise on them and eat them.
Yeah.
And everybody looks at me weird. I was like, no, I'm making egg salad in my mouth. You know.
Double egg salad. Yeah.
You ever watch Arrested Development?
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Cera's character has that girlfriend. I forget her name's Anne, and she's like, and he's like, yeah, she's over there. And his dad's like, does she have a hard-boiled egg? And he's like, yeah. She like gets a little mayonnaise packet and squirts it on there, and you know she eats it. She's so cute when she eats it. She calls it her mayo egg. like making fun of her for doing that. And I'm like, man, I do that all the time. I have a little mayo egg.
Mayo egg.
It's delicious.
With a little paprika.
Yeah, sometimes I get like the chipotle flavored mayonnaise and squirt that on the egg. You know? Oh, I think we covered this in one of the earlier ones. It's like how much mayonnaise is too much mayonnaise because I was going through some fucking mayonnaise because I was eating eggs.
Which is funny because it's literally just more eggs, essentially, and eggs and oil. You're eating.
yeah. The sauce they make out of eggs with oil, I'm putting it on eggs. Just tons of egg.
Eat all the eggs.
Dude, I fucking love eggs. What can I say?
Hey, that's all right.
They say they're one of the most nutritionally balanced foods. They have like all kinds of good shit for you. So,
do you want to get into some Choco
banana?
Choco banana.
Yeah. These look cool. They look like little turds.
They do look like little turds. Look at that.
Nice little poop. For those viewing, you can see it. For those listening, it's I don't know, it's a flat little chocolate deal, but
break it.
But it looks like a turd.
Okay, so that's like looks like a marshmallow almost.
Oh, it's kind of
It smells like banana. So look up Choco banana. It's SCHOKOBANANEN. If you're listening and you're curious,
Choco banana.
That's what we're about to try. And these are from
Austria. Didn't we say Austria?
I believe.
I don't know where it says that at. But there's a lot of German on here.
Ooh. I found it somewhere. I think it was like Austria, but
let's go to Google.
It's like a candy banana in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you want to compare that to? A marshmallow candy banana, basically.
Oh, Austria. Yeah. It was really good. Nice and chewy. And the texture kind of reminds me of Charleston Chew. Because that's like chocolate-covered taffy. These are good. I could eat a bunch of these.
I'm waiting for the one thing that we get that Steve doesn't want. Because I don't know if it's going to happen, by the way.
I like a lot of food.
Unless it's shrimp.
Yeah.
And he'd still love to eat it all.
I love it. Yeah, I just can't.
I just can't.
That's for work, we got a trip going up to the northeast coast there. And they're like, yeah, man, the seafood's great. And like lobsters and this and that. Like, I can eat seafood, but I can't eat shellfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm trying to compare that inside to something that it's a little more. It's not quite a Charleston Chew, That's more
right.
Like a.
No, it's not as chewy taffy-y.
Mm-hmm.
Like a stiff marshmallow.
Lighter than that. Chocolate's good. A bit of a darker chocolate on it.
And it's got that nice bite to it, like when chocolate gets kind of like crispy, al dente.
Steve's already on his third one, so
yeah,
we know Steve's vote on this.
This one's softer on the inside than the last ones that I had.
Oh, wild card.
This one's melting in my mouth. That's weird. Have you gotten a different texture from your second one?
This one, yeah, it's a little different.
I wonder if the other one was like closer to the top and they got stale or something.
Maybe.
Because it is just a perforated box that they're in and then a little plastic tray. There's no like vacuum seal or anything to preserve freshness.
It's a lot different.
Yeah. It's definitely not like a Charleston Chew anymore.
Yeah.
It melts in your mouth.
Way more melt in your mouth there.
That is way better.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah.
Get the Choco banana. Make sure you get the one fresh pack. Oh, I bet if they're super fresh, they're probably amazing.
Go to Austria.
They're probably 10 times better there.
Yeah. Oh, God, those are really good.
Yeah, I could snack on those all day.
For sure.
Not bad. You know what'd be fun to do with those is mix those in like a little fun charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And have them like cut up and round, and people be like, "What's that?" And you get like a little, because banana's never on a charcuterie board. You know why? Because it turns brown immediately.
Yeah. And they get all gross looking and slimy and weird.
But banana would probably be good with some different things.
Yeah.
You know?
It's really good with chocolate, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was thinking you put them on a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh.
Get that peanut butter banana sandwich, which is really good in the first place. Add a little chocolate layer in there with that coating on it.
Just put a little marshmallow fluff on it.
Yeah.
Take the next
Get crazy with it. Maybe even take it and like grill it off like a grilled cheese with some butter on it and stuff.
Crust it in salted egg chips.
Yes. Just combine them all. Ooh, should we eat a chip and a banana at the same time?
I mean, you can if you want. I'm all right. I think that's now we're just stretching here.
Salted egg chip chocolate banana.
You know, it's like a value pack too. That's like a nice little kid snack. Like, hey, eat your bananas. Steven is ASMR this show. Like last show, we're gonna hear him just chewing the entire
Just
time.
thinking about it. It doesn't affect my ability to speak at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Don't mix them with the egg chips. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Egg, banana, and chocolate sounds like maybe not the best combination.
Not a good combination.
No.
Not the best way to eat either of those products. Keep them separate.
Yeah, we'll have to have the boys do a little clip and review the bananas for us. That's why, and the chips too. So make sure you save them a couple chips.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking after we did the last one. They were so excited. They saw all the different things we had.
Yeah.
And obviously, the last episode we did the super expensive prosciutto.
Yeah.
Well, the finest ham in the world.
The finest.
I'm too greedy to share that with your children.
Yeah, right.
Because I don't know if they can appreciate that yet.
They wouldn't have got it.
And then they did try the cheese.
Henry put the cheese in his mouth. Parker didn't want anything to do with it after he smelled it.
But then they saw everything else. Like, oh, I want to try that. I want to try that. I want to try that. So I thought it'd be fun maybe if you throw them on here.
Yeah, I'll get some clips of
do
them.
a little clip of them trying it. So I'm sure they're going to love the bananas.
Yeah.
The egg chips, maybe?
Maybe.
I mean, they like eggs.
They do like eggs.
It's literally just egg flavor with a little spicy kick to it.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's one thing I will say too. When I was a kid, I never wanted to eat the yolks out of hard-boiled eggs, and with my kids, they don't fight it at all. Because I remember I'd always peel the egg, eat the white, and then I'd leave the yolk, and my mom would be like, "You gotta eat, you finish that." And I'm like, "I don't wanna," But I don't even have to tell them to finish it; they just eat it because they know what's up.
Know what's up.
So
they learned well from you.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'll get some clips of them trying the shit too. Then,
yeah. And if anybody's ever tried this before, and you're watching this, like, be like, "Oh, I've had that before," and just let us know what you
let us know your thoughts. Yeah.
If not, and you want to try it, maybe we'll throw some links up for you guys to like find it easily or something. But we're trying to look at doing some different things.
Starting our website and putting the links where to find them on like Amazon and shit like that.
Yeah, it's easy for you. Just boom, boom, boom,
click, click.
Click, click, pow.
Yup.
All right, so
those are both delicious. I like them.
You love both of those. The salted egg chips, I might eat another one.
Yeah.
But then I'm done for the rest of my life with them.
You're done forever.
No, I won't say forever. If they're at a party and I was like, oh, there's those chips I had before. I'll try another one.
I'll give it a shot.
See how my mood is, We got some more fun, interesting foods we're going to be trying. We're going to do, hopefully, a lot more little clips with them and stuff, too. But
yep.
It's all work in progress. So.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add, Steve?
I do. I found this Instagram page.
Okay.
That seems pretty interesting. It's called Mugshots.
Mugshots?
So it's like mugshots, but like shouty.
Okay.
So, and their whole thing is like they post mugshots of very attractive women.
Okay.
But it's their mugshots. I was going to do a mugshot roulette. It's right here on my laptop. I was going to scroll down, and you tell me when to stop, or here's 6 women right here,
Okay.
And which pitfall would you fall into out of these 6? You point to one, I'll click on it, and we'll see how bad you're in.
Which pitfall?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Like, so I'm picking which one I think.
Yeah, you're single. These 6 girls are hanging out at the bar, and you go up and talk to this chick, and she's like, she's like, yeah, let's hang out. And all of a sudden, you're in the middle of the drug cartel, or do you think you're riding in her car and she's getting a DUI, or is it meth?
All right, so I'm gonna give you my thought process here.
Yeah.
Number 1, looking a little more wholesome, but could be in some crazy shit. 2.
Oh, so you're gonna guess?
Yeah, 2 definitely crazy.
Okay. Let me grab a screenshot of this real quick so we can put it up for anybody watching. You can see what we're looking at.
Are we allowed to post that?
Yeah, it's an Instagram account.
Oh yeah, so it should be fine.
So
yeah, whatever.
I just got to figure out how to do this
so they can follow along.
Yeah. Snipping tool.
Is it snipping tool or just print screen or whatever?
No. I want to save it as a picture, and then we'll have it up on the video right now. But so, starting top left. Well, left to right, bottom over, just like you're reading a book. So top left, what do you think she's in for?
Number 1, that looks like a DUI good time.
Battery and domestic violence.
Yikes!
It doesn't give any of their real, you don't know the circumstances or news articles that you can click on to actually read about it. But she got that mugshot taken for battery and domestic violence. She's got a little bit of a smirk on her face, like she's proud of what she did too.
She's fine with it.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I fucked that dude up, or I fucked that girl up. Well, domestic violence is usually at home, right?
Yeah, so guy or girl. Could
Yeah.
be anyone.
Child. Yeah.
Well, no, I was like children endangerment.
And then she also has batteries. So
yeah,
I don't think battery is like an assault charge.
She would have been my pick.
I'm thinking number 2 here. Before I click, I'm gonna say
drug mule.
Drug mule. I can see that. Oh no. 5 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, also facing 3 additional counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct, possessing child sexually abusive material, and furnishing alcohol to a minor. Catholic high school teacher had sexual relations with a minor student. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's one of them teachers that fucks kids.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
5 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct. All right.
Polka dot shirt should have gave it away.
Yeah, I mean she does.
Shirt.
She does look like a teacher.
Yeah,
she's got that little cardigan, little sweater over her tank top or blouse or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's banging kids and giving them booze too. Fuck, I wanted to go to that school. I'm thinking number 3 is definitely a drug mule, or that's a drug related charge.
I'm gonna say DUI.
DUI. Ding, 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 ding.
Because of the outfit, that was probably like a Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Or some kind of party event, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So
yeah.
I think she was just out having a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the one I was going to pick as my safest bet, too.
Yeah.
Because I almost portrayed her to be the bad one.
Yeah.
Now, these bottom 3.
Yeah. Number 4. I don't know. I almost think drug charge is number 4.
That's a stone cold face she has right there.
Yeah. She looks pissed.
Yeah. I'm gonna say she stabbed a woman.
Ooh, hate crime. Oh my god. Her bartender was wearing a Star of David necklace. She repeatedly told her to take it off and allegedly said, "I hate Jews. Your people are killing my people," and threw a drink at the bartender.
Wow.
Racist.
Yeah, I could tell that was an angry face. Yeah. She would have stabbed her. And I would have been right if she was allowed to. But instead, she threw a drink at her. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she hates Jews.
Holy smokes.
That's intense. I like that some of them, they're giving some more details.
Yeah.
This chick has a smile on her face. I don't know. She got some wicked bangs, though.
She's happy, so she's been getting a lot of money. She's a drug trafficker.
Drugs. We're going drugs on this one.
Yeah.
Oh. Attempted murder
Oh, never mind.
and possession of an offensive weapon. She was tied to murder. She tried to murder her former boyfriend, and when she was arrested, cops found a to-do list of how she was going to murder him, along with a murder toolkit.
She bought a murder.
Oh wait, there's more pictures. Oh, there's a picture. There's her to-do list.
So she wrote out a list
Yeah.
of how she's gonna kill him. Check the box. You got to check the box. Hey, you know what? At least she was in the little planner. You know?
Oh my God! Should we read the list?
How bad is it?
Walk to call place. Wipe shoes on grass. That's in parentheses. Wipe the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Charge phone. Add credit. And then in car. Turn off phone. Drive to place. Get keys if possible. Lock doors. Knife a ducktail.
DuckTales. Good old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Knife a ducktail. I don't know what the fuck that means.
So she's gonna cut a duck's tail. So there's got some duck blood on there to throw him off the scent.
I guess. And then put protective gear. Post notes and questions. Change Snapchat password. Delete WhatsApp and text messages. Turn off phone and track my iPhone. Drive to girls? Question mark. Then drive to grave site. Torture. Walk them to site. Kill and bury. With bag. Wipe hands in bodysuit with cloth. Change shoe covers. Cleaning process. Tape all fabric areas. Scrub hard surfaces, including outside. Black bag front seat black bag front seat and under bag. Okay. So yeah, she had a plan.
Knife DuckTales.
Oh, there's her gloves. There's a picture of her shit in her kit. A whole bunch of gloves and bags. That's cool, man. At least she had a plan.
She's a little planner.
Yeah.
She's a little planner.
I mean,
She's messed up way before. She probably ran up on the guy with a knife and just punched her in the face and was like, "What are you doing?"
oh, and then one of the first comments you see is, some thirsty dude said, "I wish I was on her to-do list." That's awesome. Baby girl had a plan.
There's too many hearts on this already. I'm like, oh man,
Girlbot's killing it.
Wow.
Oh, somebody else says I can fix her. Maybe we need to read through some of the comments on these more often because that shit's gold.
Well, we got to burn through this there.
And then number 6 here. I mean, we haven't had any drugs yet. We got to say, gotta have drugs in the last one.
It's got to be drugs.
Felony possession of a loaded firearm. No drugs.
Well, I got 1 out of 6 right.
Yeah, you got 1 right. I got none right. You got the Dewey right.
I found the safest one in the group. I feel like.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like the teacher looks like the safest one in the group.
She's got a crazy look in her eyes. I don't know.
She's got lust in her eyes. That's for sure.
For was hopefully 18-year-old boys.
Yeah. Well, no, they were underage, so they couldn't have been 18.
Well, no. I mean, she bought underage alcohol for an 18-year-old. She'd be a senior in high school, you know. They weren't. I know. I'm trying to give her a little credit.
Possessing child sexually abusive material.
Yeah.
Don't know what that means.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
And then I don't think you get first-degree criminal sexual conduct for of-age children.
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were young.
Yeah, so mugshotties. Check them out on Instagram. It's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do some more mugshotty roulette.
It was kind of fun to try to guess.
Yeah.
I feel like you should, when you do post that up there, you should leave it for like a good, maybe post it multiple times, like let it flash up for a few seconds.
Either that, or I could probably, I'm sure I could probably change the size of it and have it there in the center while we're going through it.
Our YouTube fans will like that.
Yeah. No, this would be a good time to figure out how to do, the desktop shot sitting there as we're scrolling over, and because then it would have been cool to see for the viewers to see the list and all that shit. So
yeah, the list was intense.
You need to get a little more.
Stab a ducktail. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. And I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Woohoo! Ducktails. Woohoo!
Knife and duct tape. Knife and duct tape.
Oh.
She wanted to make sure she remembered her knife and her duct tape.
Checklist.
Yeah.
Get the knife and the duct tape. You got to have that.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
Knife and duct tape. That makes more sense than knife a duck tail.
Yeah. No, I feel like this plan went awry where she didn't she didn't drug the guy. She didn't have any of that planned out. It was just she was going to walk over the knife and be like,
Yeah.
I'm going to hold a knife to you.
Torture.
Tape yourself up, and then I'm going to torture you. And he was probably like, no, you could stab me, but I'm still coming at you. You know what I mean? So I think she needed one more box.
Yeah. But I mean, she was turning off the GPS shit on her phone, so nobody could track her whereabouts and stuff.
And then turned on tracking her phone somehow. I don't know what that was. So like maybe she's like, oh, I left my phone back here, so I was at my friend's house and I had to go track it back. She had a little story. She had a little alibi right up.
Yeah.
She had a little alibi right up.
Right.
I could see it.
She planned it.
Yeah.
She's ready to go. She's happy about it too. She's got a fucking smirk on her face.
Yeah, she's like, I almost got away with it.
Yeah. I wonder if he made fun of her bangs. And that was the last straw. It's like, hey, check out my bangs, honey. He's like, that's fucking stupid. To-do list. I'm bringing out the to-do list. Yeah, but that was the last thing I had. I figured that would be fun to do. We got to break that one out a couple more times at least,
Yeah, we'll try that again. That was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of creepy in the same way.
Just a little bit. We got some kid fuckers, some DUIs and shit. So that's pretty neat.
All right. Well, Steve, did you have a salted egg banana damn good time?
I did. But not when I combined them. I didn't. It wasn't that great. Cody, did you have a salted egg, chocolate covered banana damn good time?
I did. Salted egg.
Take it or leave it.
Bananas?
Yeah. Yeah, those are good.
Good little snackaroo right there.
Yeah. I'd do them both again. So
yeah. Next week we're gonna have some more adventurous things to try.
Some more tasty treats.
Yeah, we got some more weird chips to try too. I don't even know where we're gonna go. And then other than that, click like, subscribe.
Click it.
Follow us on all our handles.
Share us with your friends.
Yeah. Thanks. Definitely tells you. Tell all your friends.
Yeah, all of them.
These guys are weird. Listen to them.
Yeah, check them out. Check them out. But yep, we love you guys. Love you, Cody.
Love you.
And we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Another one.